In this video, we are going to understand how the data analysis tool pack works. So at this point, you should have this data analysis tool pack active in the data tab, and you can find it on the far right. If you don't have this data analysis tab active, then you should just go back to the last video where I have shown you how to install or add this data analysis tool pack, because some people might skip some of the introduction videos. So it should be there at this point because I have shown you how to activate this data analysis tool pack. The first spreadsheet we are going to start with is going to be this descriptive statistics spreadsheet. So make sure you are here in this spreadsheet, and the first thing we need to do is basically nothing. We don't have to select anything to get the first tool up and running. So just come straight to the data tab, click on the data analysis, and you will be presented with this. As I said in the previous video, there are 19 different data analysis tool pack tools, and you will find them within this prompt here. One that we want is of course this descriptive statistics tool, and then just click OK. So depending on the tool you select, this prompt might look a little different, but generally speaking they are very similar to each other. So with this particular tool, first of all it's asking for the input range, which is going to be these figures here. So we'll select that from the table. I could also choose these figures if I wanted to, but for now I am choosing these figures. Because I have selected a column, you would leave the grouped by to columns. Because I did not select the header here, I'm not going to check this labels in first row. Next we have the output options, and we have 3 to choose from. We have new workbook. So if we select this, the results will open up in a new workbook, and the second option is the new worksheet. But what I want to do is just keep this on output range. So I'll select that, and I'm going to select this cell here, and I'll click here to input, and I'll just leave it like that. Now we have these 4 options here. If you check all of these on, basically you will get more results back. So I'll just check all of those on. Now what I can do is I can click OK, and this is the kind of thing you end up with. So here we have some things like mean, median, mode, standard deviation, range, minimum, maximum, sum, and so on. If you want to know more about the mean, median, mode, standard deviation, and whatever written here, you can just refer to this box. So that's the first data analysis tool pack tool. So now we will look at the rank and percentile spreadsheet, which will be here. So just make sure that you are in this spreadsheet. So I suppose this would be a little easier to understand, but just like I said before, we don't have to do anything. All we have to do is come straight to the data tab, click on data analysis, and what we want is rank and percentile. So just find rank and percentile, which will be here. So just click on it and click on OK, and this is the prompt we end up with. And what we want here is the input range first of all. So we need to select that. We need to click here. So what I want to do is I want to select this column here, the percentage growth column. So I'll select this column from here, and here we go. Now we'll scroll back to the top. Now we'll click on input, and that is all done. Because we are working with a column and not a row, we will not select rows. So I will leave the grouped by on columns. And I didn't selected the labels in first row. So I will leave this unchecked. Then I'm just going to once again use the output range option and put my cell here. Now I can click on input and click OK. And this is the kind of thing you end up with. And by the way, when you actually create one of these data analysis tables, you can't actually undo your actions. So we'll just come back to the previous spreadsheet, that is descriptive statistics. So basically you will need to select this whole table, come to the home tab, and then just click on clear all. And that's how you can get rid of the data. So for now I'll just come back to the rank and percentile spreadsheet. So what is this information telling us? Well, we have the point, then we have the column, which is actually this column here, then we have the rank and the percentage. With the point, basically this is the row number. So if I wanted to investigate this figure here, which is the largest figure in the source data, which is this column here, if I wanted to find this piece of data, I would look at the point number, which is the row number. But with the rank and percentile, if I actually come down to row 34 here, you will notice that we have a 5.95 within this column here, and it is actually above the 9.63. So when you look at the point column here, whatever the row number is, you just have to add 1. And now you say, why do we need to add 1? Because we have this header here which is in the column number 1, and the data we selected was from this column here. So like I said, you just have to add 1 to the row number, and that's where you will find that information. So now for 9.63 we need to look at row number 35. So we'll just go down to the row 35, and you can see that here is our 9.63. So we'll just go back to the top again, and within this column 1, all that's happened here is basically it sorted all of the data from the largest to smallest. So that would be all of the data from this column here, which is of course now this column. And then we have a rank. So of course this piece of data here would rank as 1 because it is the largest figure. And then of course the ranks go up as the numbers within the column go down. So we have data till all the way to rank 61. And then we have this percentage, which in a way is a score. So because this is the largest figure, it just gets the largest score, that is 100%. And then of course, as these figures in this column decreases, the percentage will also decrease, and it will go all the way down to 0% here. So that is the rank and percentile.